And it's up to you. If you're the only one that comes today, you can choose to not share it with the group. I can just put it in a private lesson for you. It's up to you.
Oh no, you're totally good.
Okay, cool. So I think what we're talking about is compression. And because that relates to breath support and also the tone as well, because if you have the air but it's not compressed, which happens kind of in here, it doesn't always happen with the vocal folds. It's kind of a full body kind of a thing. Um,
Okay.
then you're gonna have this like very breathy tone, right? Not a lot of volume. It's gonna be like, ah. You may have a lot of air, but it comes out so fast, right?
Yeah.
And one of the ways we can start to add power is to start to compress, which I don't think you have a problem with. I think we have to find the middle ground of compression, right? So we're not finding compression, we're finding how to regulate the compression. Does that feel accurate?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
I don't. Yeah,
you can get some
I don't.
sound out.
Yeah, and that, yeah, I definitely have it. I bet it's just. I feel like it's too much or not enough.
Yeah,
Properly. Yeah.
for sure. So I think we need to play with the middle ground totally, which I love doing because compression is really hard to like think about in the body, like anatomically, but I really like to play with distance and compression and like thinking about just the breath as well. So like for example, let's just try some breath things because I think that you were asking about that too.
Yes.
So let's do just like a nice like belly breath, which means again you're just releasing those low abs more than anything. It's less about the diaphragm, which is up right underneath your triangle of your ribs, and it's more about the low abs and the obliques. So we're talking the underneath and the sides of your abs. So we're just kind of letting the diaphragm, the higher abs, release even more. So we're kind of just letting all the abs release on your inhale. And then we're just gonna do an SH for as long as you possibly can. I want you to feel where that compression starts to happen in your torso, okay? Do you need a second?
Yeah, I have these cool like anxiety rings.
Oh,
say
nice.
they say keep fucking going. So I'm like, when I just put them on, it
Good
just
for you.
okay.
Love that.
Um, got some water.
Good, good, also good. So I want you to envision you're just putting this SH sound on like a pin in front of you, like 2 feet in front of you. So you're not trying to let all the sound out at once. You're not trying to hold it back. You're just putting it right in front of you. And we're trying to keep that SH, the air steady. Yeah, so let's do it together. Nice belly breath, release those abs. Until you're done. Yeah? Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's do it again, just for good measure. Tell me where you feel it. Ready? Nice belly breath, release those abs. Good. Tell me what you felt.
I feel like I'm still not taking enough air. I feel like at the end, I feel like I should have more air than what I do.
Why
And
is that?
I don't know if that's because I'm still nervous. So like I'm still breathing the other way.
Mm,
But I know like towards the end I kind of feel it, but then it's like at the end I just want to eat the most because I'm like, oh, I finally get it. Then there's no more air.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I
Gotcha.
think I still like I felt it in here, but then like I felt like I wasn't doing anything until like towards the end when I finally felt like my mouth, like everything came together, but then like I had no air.
Okay, gotcha. So let's take that and let's I don't want you to take like 50% more air. I want you to take like 10% more air. Because we don't need that much air. It's mostly about the abs, but I do want you to feel like you can make it, right? And
Okay.
if you're making it anywhere close to what I'm making it, you're doing great. So let's try it. Ready? Belly breath, release the abs. Nice. You made it past me.
That was better.
Good
That
job.
would have felt better. Okay.
Okay, what
And
was
like
the difference?
um I think I took a better breath, but I don't remember how I did it. I don't
Totally.
remember. I remember how I did it. I feel like I took a better breath and I felt like I was becoming more relaxed. I think the more I
Yes.
doing it, it's more like, because it's like, am I saying shh or am I saying shh? So, so I'm like, Brie, why are you overthinking it? I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, I don't know. Like by the time we finally figure it out, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, I think you hit it. Yeah, I think you hit on something because the relax is something that overthinking can't get you to, right? You can't just like hit yourself on the head and be like, relax, 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 right?
Right.
It's not going to work that way. So you have to come into it knowing that your body knows how to do this stuff already, and you kind of just take the back seat to it and just be like, look, this is your assignment. You're going to take 10% more air in. I don't know how you're going to do that, but that's your job, body, because you know this stuff better than I
Right.
do.
True.
It's doing the math for you. And that's all you have to do is just like give it its assignment and trust it, and then you kind of release, right? And that comes with practice, of course. It's easier to practice this release when you have done it more and you're not freaking out on the inside, of course. So that's why
Right.
we did it a bunch of times in a row, because the third time you finally were able to release enough to take what felt like enough air to you, even though it wasn't 100% capacity, right?
Yeah. No.
And
Definitely.
you
I
just
definitely felt that.
nailed it. You went right in there.
Oh, thanks.
Do you
Because I'm
feel
like,
any of that like kind of compression, like hold in like the top and the bottom half of your torso?
I can't because my stomach is still tight. Girl, I be trying. I'm trying to tell myself like release that tight, like release, girl, let your stomach breathe. I'm just like, girl, we not breathing, girl. There's a whole flap down there, honey. It's a whole
Well,
poop, but we not.
on the inhale, did you release it at all?
um,
A little bit.
I'll say a little bit because I want to give myself that grace, like a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's so strict, that strict, like you don't want to see your shoulders move. You want to, you know, but you want that. We want that. But then it's
You
like
want
my lungs
movement,
aren't.
yeah.
Yeah, but my lungs aren't prepared for it. We're like, girl, we've been stiff. We not prepared for all this moving, girl. It's a lot. Slow down. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
definitely
just
that kind of was.
unfamiliarity.
Yeah, so I mean, it was better. It was better.
Yeah,
I'll see.
yeah, give yourself that grace. It totally was because you made it longer than me, so obviously you had enough abs to do that and enough air to do that. So not a problem by any means. Like what I just saw was really, really nice. And yes, if you have past history with other voice teachers telling you don't move this at all, there's going to be some
Bye bye.
tension there.
Sorry, my
You're good. He wants to be a part of it.
yeah,
Um, So that's the idea. Like, let your body do what it knows how to do. Let your body have a little bit of movement. We don't want, right? But we don't want it to be super stiff at the same time. So we're finding the
right.
balance in between all of this. And this is where compression comes from. Like, when we do that, your body just knows how to do that math to let that air take up more time and space, right?
Yeah,
Because it's different than you just breathing out. So
yeah,
you're giving your body those directions and it's taking the directions and running with it. So we have to say, thank you, I appreciate you, you know what to do. Even when I don't know how to do it, you are doing the math and I trust you and I love you, right?
yeah, yeah. Good job, buddy. Like,
Yes, thank goodness.
and I'm trying to like also work like when I get the nerves, just like to move because again, like they always say, don't move. So I gotta move right now because
Absolutely.
it's like I'm not nervous per se. I'm just excited, which is like, okay, well, calm down, girl. I'm like, "Oh, no, let's get out there and do this. No, you're gonna
Yes.
fall. We can't. You go.
Yes, all of those things are valid. And yes, movement is great. Big fan of that instinct to move when you're nervous because of so many reasons. You're telling your body that you're doing something about this threat. You're keeping tension from building up because you're moving. It's all good. That's what I have people do in my studio all the time. They're just like, there's so much tension that builds up. I'm like, all right, we gotta move. Do some interpretive dance moves or something because
Right.
that tension is really just holding on for dear life. So you're doing all the right things. Now, let's do a note instead of the SH, right? So like, for example, in the song you were talking about, like, I'm every woman. Like, so let's pick that note, right? So we're gonna go,
Okay.
ah, and instead of going, ah, right, I want you to pick that find that pinpoint again in front of you and feel that same compression. You're gonna make that note last as long as your breath. And feel where those low abs come in, start to slowly engage, start to feel a little bit of compression in your chest, and just put that note on a pin and see where it gets to. Yeah? Do you want to do it with me, or do you want to do it by yourself?
No, I was trying to get my nerves. Like I.
You want to work up to it?
Yeah, we work up to it.
Okay, so first and foremost, I want you just to imagine there's somebody else in the next room, and I want you to go, hey!
Hey!
Beautiful. That's so good. That's what we're gonna do. And you're just gonna lengthen it a little bit. Ready? Belly breath. Hey!
Hey!
Gorgeous. That's compression. That's what we're talking about. Now, can you make it even longer? You want me to do it with you?
Wait a minute.
You okay?
As the nerves grow, like I begin to, and then all of a sudden I just get like a wave of just
Yeah.
bashfulness, and I don't even know how.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Which is crazy because I'm good.
You're doing so good. That's totally normal and valid.
I just kind of just shove it in. Like right now, I'm just like,
Yeah.
my mind's like, we could do that. I'm like, girl, calm down. We probably okay.
You absolutely can. You want to do it together?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do whole breath. So until your breath is gone and you decide to be done. Okay, ready? Hey, this note. Hey!
My speaker
Yeah!
had to turn on.
You kept up with me. That was great.
I could have went longer, but I wanted to stop because my speaker kept getting louder. Like, oh, the
Yeah.
setting. The setting
Good.
comes with like.
Beautiful. I love that. It wanted to sing with you too. So
Right. It's like,
that tells me that your compression is doing just fine, right? You have that power. You can adjust and manage that compression through a long, long note. So that means that within a phrase, there's something else happening that's throwing your compression off that makes you feel like you don't have enough breath, right? So
yeah.
because you could do that long note, you can do pretty much any phrase in any song ever. That was longer than most phrases, unless you're talking about like opera, which we're not. You know.
Oh no, that was a hidden passion of mine, and then like my teacher was such a gay asshole. He was like, "Girl, you black, you should be singing gospel." Love to know. Shout out, Mr. Christensen.
Some people have crazy opinions. I don't know where they come from.
Right, I'm trying to tell you, but then you told me I was too skinny to do soul. I was like, you need to pick one. You need to pick one. I'm not the right black. Like I can't. I love the 2000s.
That's confusing.
Girl. Wild. Okay, let me tell you.
Some choir teachers, I tell you. Okay, so
Right.
let's try a phrase, right? So we're starting there. We're gonna go take that same size breath that you just did. So we're releasing those low abs, and we're gonna, I'm every woman. Nice breath again, recovery breath, just a little bit of reset. It's all in me, right? Try both of those together. Little mini reset in the middle.
Okay. It's the nerve. I don't even know where the nerves come from. It's like almost like it freezes me.
Yeah. It's all just biology. It's normal. It's all good. It's not a problem. Yep, move, shake it off, walk around. Do you want to do some push-ups real quick with me?
Oh no. Like if it, I'm trying to like the beginning of the song, because you have the original, which is Shaka Khan's version, and then you have Whitney's version.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard the Shaka Khan version.
It's a little slower. It doesn't have as many runs in it, and it's I think it's more punctual. Where Whitney be flowing. So I believe we're on the same part at the very beginning of the song, how it starts where she's building up and then she hits that and then she comes back. Like that's the part that I'm trying to
Gotcha.
hold back from doing because it's trying to run over and spill out and I think I go too fast. So
Gotcha. Yeah. You want to show me?
yeah, let me get the song playing.
Unless you can do just that part a cappella, which we don't have to have music for.
Girl, you know I can't do acapella. You asking for a whole lot now. You over here got me out here recording and you want me to do acapella now.
Just just
My
thought I'd
nerves is
ask.
already shot. Uh, oh my goodness, girl. I was whew,
You're
playing with
just
you.
you're
I'm
nailing
doing
all of
fine.
my homework assignments, so I just thought I'd give you more.
Let's put this on one. There we go. Here we go. Whatever you want, whatever you need, anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally. 'Cause I'm every woman. It's all in me. It's all in me. Alexa, pause. See, that is probably my most scary part because at
Mm-hmm.
that part, you have to demonstrate everything. That is a little bit of everything. That's a
Love it,
little bit
everything.
of, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. So, yes, I think we are talking about the same thing. Like at the end, you let that compression go and you let that sound out, and it's awesome. It's great. But then up until then, it's like you're, like you said, all or nothing. You know, you're like holding back right here
Yeah.
until the very end, and you're like pedal to the metal. Yeah,
Right? Yeah. That's it. That's it. Because
yeah,
I don't want to it's ready to just overflow
hmm,
immediately. Like it's immediately ready to
yeah,
come out and it's like not yet. You gotta
sure.
I'm trying to I don't want to like tell myself don't have fun, but it's like I almost have to tell myself don't have fun because we need to be responsible with this air because
Mm.
we gonna run out of air in about like 3.5 more verses if we keep doing that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think that you were taking your breaths in the right places. It's just
Okay.
finding the strategy in it all, right? So I want you to start thinking about this as like where you're putting this placement. I think this will help you get the middle ground. So like for me, I envision like if I'm doing a really breathy something like Billie Eilish or something, I imagine I'm talking to somebody right in front of me. Ah, right? That
Mhm.
kind of very breathy sound. Or maybe even ah, maybe a little sound on it. But then if I need to have more power, I imagine somebody further away because I'm not going to blast this person when they're sitting right here, right? So I
Right.
imagine, and my voice responds to that because throughout my whole life and yours, you've been trying to, you just tell your voice that it needs to get to a person this far away, right?
Yeah.
And it does it. And it needs to get to a person farther away and it does it, right? So your
Yeah.
your voice and your brain is very attuned to distance. So we want to think about, okay, maybe a person like 6 feet in front of me, right? How would you talk to them? Hi, right?
Hi.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go hi,
Right.
right? And you're not gonna
Honey, in
go
my house, you
hi.
don't. Honey, in my house, you have no idea. You sometimes they be right there, and you be like, "Hey," they're like, "Listen." So I sometimes it depends on who you talking to, because most
Sure,
people you don't have to holler, but it's 2025, girl, we gotta holler at people.
that's true.
But no,
Let's just say it's a person you can see them, you know exactly how far away they are, and you're talking to them. It's important, but it's not like an extreme situation, right? Like, hi, can you grab me the milk or something like that?
hi, can you grab me the milk?
Perfect. See, that's kind of in the middle volume wise, right?
Okay.
So, and you can even pull it back a little more. So imagine there may be like 4 or 5 feet in front of you. Hi, can you grab me the milk?
Hi, can you grab me the milk?
Beautiful. Can you lengthen that? Hi.
Hi. Can you bring me the milk?
Yeah. Let's just stick with the hi for now because it's weird to lengthen the rest of it.
All right. You sound
So
like
let's
one of
go.
those.
Yeah, let's go.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. See, then I feel that weird shaky, and I'm trying to like push through, and it's like everything in my brain is like, no, no. What are you
Right.
doing? You're pull up, pull up.
Right. Yeah. Because you're in singing mode now, right?
Hi.
And there's a lack of comfort zone in the middle there in singing mode. But I want you to
So, okay,
stay in speaking mode.
maybe if I go up higher, I won't feel so bad. Hi.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go up. Let me come up an octave.
Sure.
Hi.
Yeah. That feels
Yeah.
kind of in the middle, yeah?
Yeah. I guess
Not
I'm nervous because I haven't
here.
hit soprano up there in a minute. I've been staying comfortable in my little tenor also.
Oh,
Like
that's not soprano. You're not even close to soprano. You're good. But you're
it's
in your head
tempting. It's
voice,
tempting.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up there.
Yeah, but that's where you're singing this from, right? A lot of
Hmm.
these notes you're starting in your head voice, right?
Yeah.
So that's a great place to practice, is right here. Like you're, like a speaking situation in real life would be like, oh my gosh! Like somebody comes up to you at a party, and you're like, you haven't seen them in a while, you're like, oh my gosh, right? That's kind of an excited in your head voice situation, but you're still in speaking mode. So try that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Can you pretend they're even closer to you, like they're right in front of you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that felt nice and lighter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now can you lengthen that? Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh.
There you go. That's it. So now when you're not in singing mode, your voice knows how to do that without shaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't feel shaky at all to me, right?
No, didn't feel shaky.
Yeah. So we continue on this path and we keep ourselves in our brain in speaking mode. This is just brain hacking at this point, right? We're just telling ourselves we're in speaking mode, even though we're pretty much singing, right? So, oh my gosh, and just lengthen it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And it wasn't super loud, right?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
can you take one of those lines in the song and put it in that feeling? Put it in that speaking mode.
'Cause I'm every woman.
Yeah. Is that what you're looking for?
It sounds like what I do when I'm trying not to sing too loud in my closet and like disturb anyone. And it's weird because everything in me is telling me like if you're performing, they're not going to hear you like
Mm.
that. So you need to project your voice. But then like I'm singing it and it's like I don't know, I have this weird look on my face because it's almost as if like I have to kind of have this weird look to keep almost as if like this is like what I practice literally like to myself when I'm
Yeah,
not
you do it
like
a lot.
trying to.
Hmm. And
But
yeah, you're right. Like, this is what microphones are for, right? Like, a huge audience may not hear you if you were doing that, but this is why we have microphones. You
right.
know, if
And
you were in
I've
front of a huge
never
audience, you'd probably have a microphone.
right. And we never used microphones because he was like, your voice is the microphone. You don't have
For
the
sure.
luxury of a
In
microphone.
choir, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
our microphones are all at the front of the stage. Like, "Yeah, there's your microphone. Like, we're by the bleachers. We're not gonna. Well, you better project your
Right.
voice. And then you had the luxury of having the amplifier, like the amplifier in the theater. So like,
Hmm.
I'm on theater stage. I'm not like with like no one handed me a mic. Girl, like, no,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, like you have
So
a mic.
this is probably where those gremlin thoughts come from. It's like, no,
Mhm.
you got to project. Nobody's going to hear you, right? Because you
Right.
have many years of choir ingrained in you backing that up. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind that that is a gremlin voice. And you're like, no, no, right now I am a soloist. And if I were doing this in front of an audience, I would have a microphone and everybody would hear me just fine. I can make this stylistically how I would want to. It's not just all about projection anymore, right? You're the
Yeah.
soloist now. You're not in choir anymore. You're out of that same environment. You get to create this beautiful environment for your voice to do all of this, all of the parts within all of these spectrums that we're on.
Like I'm not fighting to be heard. Like I'm not
Exactly.
having to share this space. So yeah, I think
And
that's what I need to work on, retraining my thought. Like I'm not, because I'm in a vocal group doesn't mean I'm in a vocal choir. Like I'm not in a group. I'm just part of a group. I'm a soloist. And I think
yeah.
I know this is my first time ever seeing myself as a soloist. So like
Mhm.
it's like a whole new kind of like, oh, I didn't
Yeah,
think of it like that. Well, it's just me up here, isn't it? Crazy.
exactly.
Didn't realize that until sort of noise down a bit. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to kind of sit with that one for a second because it's
Yeah, take your time with it, you know. And Otis and Olivia are going to come in and argue with you about it because that's where these voices come from, right? So you
right,
just have to be like, look, both of you, I am not too loud and I am not too quiet. I am exactly where I want to be. Your
right,
voice does not matter right now. My voice is the only one that matters. And I'm going to do what I want to do. And you're right, you do have practice in this middle ground because you have been holding back for some time. So now I want you to start practicing, yes, outside of the closet, not holding back anymore, but also practicing not being pedal to the metal or nothing and being okay with people hearing you. And you're going to have many conversations with Otis and Olivia again every day. They're going to come back. But that's your homework is to just be like, look, I can spend this moment accepting my voice for what it is. I don't have to hold back. I don't have to push harder. I'm just going to revel in it. I'm going to enjoy hanging out, singing to this person 6 feet away.
right. I feel like that definitely takes off pressure. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's daunting to hear soloists because it is just you. So if something happens, it's just you. But then, like, let's just kind of take that away for a second. It's kind of like, but you know, it's like me. So I don't have to do as much to just be me. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna sit with that. And like I said, I'm gonna definitely come out of the closet and
Hmm.
practice more.
Hmm.
Um, this was the first time like I literally got my brother-in-law in the bathroom showering right now. I ignored everything. And don't get me wrong, like I definitely don't mind the belting. It's fun. But it was very, I don't know, I felt rigid, but it felt right. It felt right to
Hmm.
be rigid singing in that just like normal my
Yeah,
closet voice. My closet voice sounded rigid because it's like, you guys want to hear this? Like this can you can actually hear like, you can hear
that's quite a realization, you know, to deal with. So yeah, that's something. Maybe spend some time like journaling about that this week with yourself.
yeah. Because
See
I
if that
mean,
comes
I've
up.
spent so much time having to yell and be heard because my regular voice, nobody hear my regular voice. I be talking, they don't hear nothing. I have to tell jokes and stuff, do a little dance and everything, and then people understand me. But it's the first time that I actually use that voice, and it was like, oh yeah, that's. And I think I'm like I've heard it before, but again, like you said, you're told you need to project. You
Hmm.
don't think you're gonna have a microphone. Like
Yeah.
that tells you how old I am. We didn't have microphones back in my day. We had to use our voices as microphones. These kids today got all their technology and
Yeah,
stuff,
except
all whip wham stuff.
if you were 200 years old, that would be true, but you're not, so.
Tell that let them choir teachers tell it. They would think they'd be out there. Oh, get the band or going. You're not putting on a CD. That's weird. We can have a good orchestra right here. Get them kids out there and playing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a whole different environment too. You know, you have 100 people in a choir. Of course, you can project to the back of whatever you call that
Right.
place, but you're just with yourself learning how to be this new version of you as a singer. And that means you don't have to project on your own. You can use tools, you can use technology. And also, you're probably not going to go sing in front of a 300 people auditorium tomorrow anyway. So
Right.
you're
Right.
just on the journey to that.
Hmm.
And this is how it's all about acceptance, you know? You're just
Yeah.
accepting your voice as it is and not needing it to be anything other than it is.
Right. Right. I did download an app. I think it was like Simply Sing, which was gonna help me see where my voice goes up and down with, and I think that also helps with the volume.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna work on that because it's something to have to rethink, like not having to allow myself to use the tools because
Sure.
I'm so used to having to be caveman with it. Like, oh no, you're not in a caveman stage. You can use a microphone. What's this? Ooka booka. So I'm gonna definitely practice with it. Um, I think I changed my goal. I think my goal will be to record with a microphone because I have not recorded with a microphone. Now all of that
Hmm.
is all cell phone baby. So
Hmm.
I definitely will see. I've never heard my voice in a microphone.
There you go.
Actually, I lied. I
Maybe
heard it one time and that was when I didn't like my voice. So I already like my voice. So that was how it is. Now I will see how that sounds
it's a
because
fun
I
thing to
do.
play with. Do you know
Yeah,
anybody with like a karaoke machine or something?
I have karaoke. Are you talking to someone who has karaoke? I
Oh,
got karaoke. I got microphones for that. That's
there
where I
you
got
go.
also be. I just be got me by. Still got my Aries. I impulse by and then be like, oh, that's nice, and then put it away. I'm needing in the future for
Perfect.
something. So yeah, I actually got a cool one for this, but it was like one of the ones that you had to like stand up and it had to go into my computer. So I was like, oh my God, you asking for a whole lot. I just want one for my cell phone. There's a
Mm.
lot going on. So I do have one. I've got several. I've got a nice one that turns color, so I be engaged. Like, ooh, look at pretty lights. So I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on how the. I'm still gonna record, but I'm gonna record like without the microphone, just because
Yeah,
I
do
want
both.
to. I want to post, but I'm going to. I'm my official goal is to actually see how my voice sounds on a microphone.
Yeah, it'll be really eye-opening, especially because the first time you hear it, those gremlins will come in real fast and be like, "Ooh, that's too loud, too fast." But you'll start to get used to it, and you'll start to realize, okay, if I want to sing quieter, I come closer. If I want to sing louder, I come farther away. It's not just that my voice is too loud now that it's on a mic. I get to play with all of these volumes with
Right.
distance and with what the volume of the mic too, and like just give yourself a week to like get all those weird gremlin feelings out because it's gonna feel weird at
Okay,
first.
because I mean, it has a whole bunch of buttons and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what none of this stuff's up, and the instruction just came like, "You supposed to know what this is." I said, "What?" And it said for beginner friendly. I said, "Beginner. I need what's under beginner. I need I need novice. Like, what is this? I don't.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the pretty lights? Like, that's all I got."
Yeah, give yourself a week to figure it out because who knows what buttons they put on those things, and
Right.
give yourself some space around it. But I like that. Those are two really good goals, different goals, but really important for the same
Purpose.
ending. Yeah.
Because I mean, I really do. I do want to eventually post a Whitney Houston cover song, and the one I want to post is probably from when she was in Cinderella, Music and You. Like that one is probably the one that I am most
Mm,
passionate about because like I remember when that came out, like I was there for the premiere. I'm old.
nice.
Look at me. Look at me. You said I'm not that old, but 2,000 years ago, it was on ABC Live.
Yeah.
You put in a tape.
Yeah,
It's
those
one
were
of the
the
tape you
days.
put in, right? You gotta rewind it back. You kids don't know. I remember, and it was just so it was. I will never forget that experience. Hearing those songs, like that's probably when like if I already had an affinity for music, like soul, but that gave me like a combination of both combined, and it like opened me up to like all types of music and everything. And like I think that's when I really fell in love with music is when I seen.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah,
That.
what a great musical, what a great group of songs that is. It's so fun. I love that. I think it's a great goal. Before we go, do you want to try just that first bit again, kind of with this distance thing in mind of that song?
Yeah.
And I'm still here for another 20 minutes, so I don't want to
No, no,
force
you're
you
good.
force you out, but I feel like I don't want to overwhelm you also.
No, no, you're good. Let me see if I can.
So remember, stay in speaking mode as long as you can, because then it'll be easier for you to be in the middle.
Okay. Whatever you want, whatever you need, anything you want done, baby, I'll do it. Not darling, 'cause I'm every woman. It's all in me. It's all in me. Was that better? I think that was better. Alexa, oh, girl, we did that. That was a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely felt like the build over time, right? You started really quiet and then you started to build, and then by the end you weren't at 100% yet even. You were still on a nice manageable uh town build, you know?
Yeah. I mean, in the beginning, because I was like, I immediately wanted to just kind of belt, and I was like, okay, why don't we just stop and then go from there? Like, take it even back. Okay, say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we feel the tone. Okay, okay, there we go. You're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt better. I do feel like sometimes like I tighten up my jaw, so like I feel like if I am singing in such a softer tone, then like my everything's tight, so that it's like crap. Now I got to work on this, and then it
Mm.
yeah, it seems like I unlearn one thing, then to relearn something else. So like right now, I nerves hours just because I did it. So like my jaw is like chattering, like it is so ridiculous because this is not what
I
some
was gonna
people do,
say the
right?
jaw is probably a nerve thing for sure. So
Right, like yeah, my jaw is like literally just chattering like I'm free, like I like the chills and stuff, and I'm like I'm not cold, I'm just really like a chihuahua coming like oh my god, like, trust me, I'm fine, don't worry.
yeah.
But I worry like when I do sing that note, like my jaw tightens up, then then the note sounds tight. I
Mm-hmm.
guess that's what I worry about. Then I worry that the note sounds I'm not relaxed in that.
Right. So the thing about the nervous system, and you've probably heard me say this a bunch of times already, is that like you can't force it into being better or being more used to something, right? You have to just keep iterating. So even just at the beginning when we did those three notes, the third one, you were more relaxed, right? So this is where just iteration is the key, right? So that was just the first two times you did that in front of somebody, aka me. So what I'm going to say is your homework is to start singing that more often in front of other people. You know, because that's the only way you're going to get your nervous system more used to this environment. And that's the only way you're going to be able to eventually relax. You can't just be like, hey, jaw, chill out. Because when you get nervous and excited, the same biologically thing, it's going to do what it can to take you out of this scary situation, which is it closing up on you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's not a problem, it's just biology. It's not something that you can just like focus on and it will go away. It has to be a thing where you're just like, okay, I accept that my jaw's a little tight right now because I'm a little nervous. And I'm going to do this 20 more times in the next week. And
Yeah.
by the 20th time, let me know what the jaw is doing. And yeah, a little jaw massage is super helpful. I'm glad you're doing that already before you sing and after you sing. You know, every day is great. But it's also about, you know, when you sing, accepting that it's not going to be perfectly comfortable yet. It's going to
Yeah.
take you some time because the nerves are still so prevalent, because it's still so new to you. So give yourself lots of grace around that. And then also put it somewhere else in your body, right? Bending your knees is a good tool because your body is wanting to grab onto something for safety, right? So
Yeah.
on purpose grab onto something else. You know, I even like have like a water bottle in your hand or this is why mic stands are great, you know, like you can grab onto that mic stand so you're not grabbing in here and you're not grabbing in your
Well,
jaw.
I try to like move. Like normally, like I'm doing it. If I'm doing a closet, I'll move with the song. Like I'll try to go into the flow of the song as if, like on some legit conductor. Like I'll switch to conductor mode and just kind of like get lost in the
Mm-hmm.
zone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if I record myself while I'm in the closet to see how that sounds and work my way out of the closet, I'll
Mm-hmm.
get an idea of what I'm learning because I know how to sing in the tone and I know what I'm supposed to do. I just have to feel comfortable doing it in front of people like this. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
I think
lot
that's a
of
great journey.
yeah, it's a lot of
Yes.
for the record, y'all. I'm not doing no sandwich. I'm literally just doing. I'm watching notes and I'm playing painting pictures with musical notes and colors in my head. It look like some ghetto conducting, but all it is, y'all, is ghetto conducting.
Hey, that's what I do too. I conduct myself in my head. That's why singers you'll see like do all these crazy arm movements. Like that's what we're
Right.
doing. We're conducting our own voice. You
We
gotta
love you,
do it.
Christina Aguilera. No, no shade, but love you, girl.
100%. She's the one that
The queen.
has made it the most public, I would say. Like people make fun of her, but it's a real thing when you're a singer. Like you can't just stay stiff and like expect your voice to do what you want. You have to loosen up. You have to like send those mixed notes where you want with your hand. You know, it works. It's a thing.
Yes, yes. We're not an Oppinger where we're supposed to stay rich. God forbid if we go, because now we lost that note. It's done. We lost it.
For sure.
But
Yeah. Let
I
yourself do
have
those
a
things.
different range of songs that I would like to work on. So I'm gonna be posting a little bit of everything. I had came in wanting to do Journey, but Whitney just got out. She'd be over here talking. So um, I think the next song I'm definitely gonna work on is Journey, and I feel like that, like working on those type of songs make it easier for me to sing in that tone because for whatever reason I know I have a microphone and I wouldn't have to sit there and belt that out unless I really wanted
Mm-hmm.
to. So I do think I lean more now towards rock songs
Yeah.
because it gives me that I think I recall hearing the same like sound when I'm doing any rock song. So
Cool. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a part of you too. Yeah, let me know how that feels in the karaoke machine. Because, yeah, like you said, if you don't have to put 100% power into it, it might be really good for you to feel that like 75, 80% power sweet spot, which is really,
Yeah.
really nice.
Which I do feel like I got with ones that I feel like I definitely need to go over you on because I feel like I do ad lib a lot because I do be feeling the song. Then I feel like that's when I hear those creaks and scrapes stuff, which that's when like, oh, okay, now I see how you need to because you broke this part. Because like now I'm coming out quite trained and other stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you're like weird. I issues, girl. That's why I'm so. Um, I definitely want to do that. Definitely want to try that next time.
Cool. Love it. I love all of these plans. I'm so excited to see how it all goes. And yeah, send me stuff when you do it.
Will do. Thank you so much. I was liberating.
I'm so glad. Yes, you can do so many things already. It's just giving yourself something to latch onto, you know, a vision, a visual, or like a feeling or something, and giving yourself the grace to like not have everything down right away, you know? That's a big thing
Agree.
too.
And
One
allowing
thing at a time.
myself to actually take the spotlight. Don't have to share.
Yeah, that's a big thing
Yeah,
too.
that's definitely. I'm just sharing now. So it's like, oh, so for me, thanks. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's all about you now. You're a full adult. You're not in choir anymore. You get to share your voice, your artist style with all of these songs, and people are going to love to hear it because it's you expressing yourself, which gives them permission to express themselves too.
Awesome. I love to do it. I love to be a big light for somebody. by myself all the time. When by somebody else,
Yeah, there
but
you go.
yeah, I feel accomplished. I feel I don't feel as rusty. We're doing
Good.
it. We're getting there.
Yeah, little bits every day. That's how we get less rusty.
And I honestly, literally learning. I'm like, honestly, the mindset of from choir to solo is really a big 180. Took a lot off because it
Mm.
now I'm thinking a whole another way now. So yeah. So thank you. Woohoo! That was like the biggest there.
Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, let me know how it all goes. And I'm here to, answer any questions or tell you any of this again. That's what I'm here for. So can't wait to hear more
Appreciate
of you
you.
singing. Hmm.
Me too, because I feel like now I'm more comfortable with my voice. I'm getting there, girl.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
okay to
for
be egotistical, girl. Let the ego out a little bit. Let her flow.
absolutely. You're talking about all your favorite singers. They're all divas. So be a
You
little
do
diva too. You get to have some of that diva energy. Share it out. Share it. Show it
that.
off.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, I'm loving it. Give me a new pair of glasses just to go with it, just like where I'm in.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
Love it. Thanks for showing up today, Brie. It was so nice to chat with you.
Thank you for having me. You're
Yeah,
straight. I love what you do.
appreciate you. And I'll see you very soon.
Okie dokie. Bye.
Okay, bye. Have a good night.